The Chicago Slight. A cold handshake after a crazy comeback. What a win for the Ben Johnson-led Bears. Everything that Ben has kind of preached about mental toughness and his team has shown, fourth quarters, they've been outrageous. Oh, yeah. Everything he has tried to build so quickly over there in Chicago comes to spotlight in the Super Wild Card round against NFC North rival for a long time, the Green Bay Packers. Packers up by a lot. Kicking the shit out of Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
I'm texting Chicago Bears fans saying, just like we said. You thought Ben Johnson was going to be able to go in there in 1 year and create an actual winner? Whenever push comes to shove, you play a good team, you're going to lose. We already played the Packers. We already beat them. Doesn't matter. Bears can't get it done in the playoffs. A lot of people thought that. Turns out they can.
Mm-hmm.
You know who can't?
The Packers.
Oh.
Green Bay Packers owner.
I shouldn't say that. Matt LaFleur can't get it done in the playoffs.
Whoa! Well, wouldn't that be the Green Bay Packers? I saw he's potentially going to be maybe negotiating to sign a new one with Green Bay Packers.
Deal.
Yeah, we'll see. No, but I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It's like the Bears have been doing this all year long, and kudos to Ben Johnson for dropping his nuts on the table, not only at his opening press conference and kind of starting this whole thing off and saying, like, you know what, I enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. I can't wait to do that again. And then just kind of all the back and forth that led up to the game. Like, he knew he was going to get crucified. He would have got killed if that would have been the end result. You know, they just played flat the whole game. But he is an unbelievable coach, and his team believes in him, and we saw what happened.
Yeah, and not only believes in him, what Caleb Williams becomes late in these games is outrageous. Let's go to 537, 27-16. Caleb's down 11 at home. This is going to be his legacy.
Jesus.
Crossbody on the run, one leg off ground, one falling into a bucket, 4th and 8 pickup, extends the game, keeps it alive, and has play of season as he's jumping out of a sack. I mean, you're talking about Caleb shit in the NFL here. Now, I did see a couple people tweeting about people wondered if he was going to be able to do this like he was able to do in college in the NFL. I was one of those people. I had no idea if he was going to be able to do stuff like this against grown men who are all the best in the history of the game at one time. He certainly can.
Yeah.
And his arm strength is outrageous. Outlandish, I would say, with how strong he throws the rock. And then obviously his ability to move is crazy. 3rd and 10 now after they pick up the first down. But they always got it when they needed it, especially in the biggest moments.
Yeah, this the 3 times these two teams played, it always kind of came down to the end. We had the interception in the 2 games where he made big-time plays down the stretch. But this is what he did all season long for the Bears. Already 6 fourth-quarter comeback wins leading into this game, now 7, including the playoffs, which is most in Bears history already. He's kind of already up there when you talk about Bears all-time quarterbacks. But, I mean, just these throws, Colston Loveland, he's been unbelievable, especially down the stretch.
Had to go for 2, obviously, to make it a 3-point game. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Are they going to erase 11 points in 4 minutes? Are the Chicago Bears at home going to be able to do it? Well, Jordan Love says, not on my watch. Dime to Dobbs, who is the greatest Guardian cap wearer in the history of football.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. He's the best player by far. That thing is everywhere. I see it. And hey, whatever protects your brain, whatever makes you comfortable, you do what you got to do. But it does stick out. And he always seemingly is making big plays. What a catch. What a throw. Gets them in a field goal range. All right, let's at least make them have to go down the entire field and get a touchdown. Brandon McManus, former Super Bowl champion, reliable normally, not this year as much for Green Bay, misses his 2nd field goal of the night.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the shit that drives you insane because I've been saying this for weeks now. He's 3 of 9 on field goals over 40 yards this year. So, I mean, they knew that was an issue going into the game. Really knew that was an issue. And
guys won a Super Bowl. He's been there. He's done that. I will stick up for McManus.
Sure.
Now, on that note, he makes the 50-some yarder.
Yeah.
Timeout. Hits it again, misses it, seems to move a little bit more. This ball feels like it was head down the middle, moves way to the right. Extra point miss, obviously, becomes a huge crack. He had his worst game I think I've ever seen Brandon McManus have in the Super Wild Card weekend against Chicago Bears.
Yeah, but, again, you don't want to just shit on him because he has had his moments in Green Bay, but, like, he hasn't been good this year. He just hasn't. And that's kind of where you're, like, and I don't even want to say that because, honestly, yes, he misses that extra point. Packers drive down the field at the end of the game. He's not making that field goal to tie it. The way that the game was going, they had to score a touchdown. He's just not sorry. But, yeah, you leave 7 points out on the field in a playoff game.
Yeah.
That's usually going to come back and bite you in the ass.
On the road. You might as well go ahead and call it a couple of turnovers. Then 3rd and 4. Are the Bears going to answer in front of a crowd that was insane? Very quiet, obviously. Didn't have much to cheer for a long time. Then this fourth quarter, Chicago Bears fans, awesome performance, I would like to say. Incredibly loud, wildly into it, and it felt electric through the television. 1st and 10, down 3. What's Caleb going to do? Pump fake, got him. Touchdown, DJ Moore. This one almost went into his face mask, into his helmet, like in that one kid movie where they throw the football in.
Little Giants?
Yeah. No, Giants, bang, where it goes right there. DJ Moore almost got that. Had to drop a little bit earlier. Yep. So him having this catch, this touchdown, this release, this everything in this moment, congrats and shout out to DJ Moore. Always been an incredible player.
Yeah, in this situation, Caleb didn't have to make a phenomenal throw or break the pocket. This was a great play call from Ben Johnson, and they kind of set this play up. One of the first plays of the game, they ran a screen to the same side of the field, picked up maybe 10, 11 yards, and then came back to it now at the end of the game, kind of a screen and go. Great fake, great pump fake. Everyone executed properly, and then obviously hit him with an accurate throw for the go-ahead touchdown.
I mean, if that thing hits in his face mask and sticks there,
that'd be awesome.
I mean, that'd be a really cool thing.
Catch the catch.
And said, DJ, he caught that thing like this. That is maybe the hardest. That's an incredible grab, especially in the moment. To score a touchdown, those easy ones, always the hardest. Congratulations, DJ Moore and the Chicago Bears. Now the Green Bay Packers will get a shot at it, down 4. Got a chance to take a Hail Mary. We drop the snap, obviously, then we bumble around. Somehow they stop blocking, even though I still have the ball. Now we have pressure, little throw to no one except for their team. Could have got a pick in the Super Wild Card, instead drops it 31-27. I'll put this thing into the stand. Somebody can keep that for the rest of their lives. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson experienced their first playoff wins together, and it's a dawning of a new day in the NFC North.
Wow. Yeah.
Then at the very end, obviously, there's a ritual that happens of sorts. You know, each coach will go out and shake each other's hands, say, way to compete out there. Well, there's been a couple of these, obviously, this year because it's been split. Matt has been on the winning side of it quick. Ben has been on the winning side of it quick. This one, though, woo! Go ahead, keeps it moving as quick as possible. Easy come, easy go. How you doing? Keep it moving. Matt LaFleur said, good job, and then he turns quickly. I don't know if there was an extra stickum on the end of that. Did he yank him that way, or was that just kind of Matt LaFleur pivoting like that?
It might have been like a watch this. Watch me go celebrate my guys, bitch. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, is that what he was saying?
Yeah. Look this way.
Something that wasn't really talked about here is the fact that Ben Johnson going in, yelling, quickly leaving, certainly an alpha dominance, but it was an answer, I think, to what LaFleur did before, right? Didn't LaFleur do a quick handshake on the way out whenever they won over the Chicago Bears?
Yeah, he did.
And these two have been bickering for a long time?
Yeah.
I saw some people saying they didn't like this. Who was Schwartz? Didn't he go fight a guy?
Oh, yeah.
Schwartz fought a guy.
Schwartz and Harbaugh.
Yeah, Schwartz and Harbaugh fought a guy.
The back pats. The back pats.
Yeah.
And then Ben Johnson in the locker room going, the Packers.
Hate those guys, man.
Yeah, then him saying how bad he hates them, like continuing to follow up on it.
That's
and the
surprising.
Chicago Bears posting it. Okay, like the Chicago Bears posting it. I respect that. I love that. I wonder what the Packers did to the Lions. Was there some sort of something with a locker room incident, some personal incident that took place? Because Ben Johnson immediately upon signing to the Chicago Bears says, can't wait to beat Matt LaFleur twice. Like literally says that. Oh, pissant. I can't wait to beat him twice. And we're all like, yes, we love this for the rivalry. But then now it's like real heat. And Ben Johnson living the gimmick in this entire thing. And the Chicago Bears social team posting that means everybody in the Bears building saw that and was like, yeah, we do hate those guys. Let's go ahead and run this. I love that for football. I love that an entire organization in the NFL, which I would say sometimes lacks the passion that college football has. I like that in the NFL, in a professional business, brand new head coach, a lot of new pieces in there. Obviously, ownership passed, got new ownership in there. I like that they're all bought in on keeping a rivalry of hatred. Hatred. Like, I like that. I don't know if LaFleur is doing enough. I don't know if the Packers are hating the Bears enough.
Certainly isn't.
I don't, well, okay. I didn't mean that. You are certainly,
In any regard.
You'll certainly be able to speak your mind here in a matter of seconds. But I don't think the Packers are pitching that. The Bears coming out and saying, nah, fuck this team over here. And that's been a rivalry for how long? Forever, right?
Yeah,
Big city versus small town.
Over 100 years.
Yeah.
It's like the oldest rivalry in professional sports.
Yes. I love everything about this because Ben Johnson is letting his boys know, like, hey, This is really how I feel about
Let
this
'em know.
entire squad. This is how Ohio State and Michigan started, right? Then the two coaches, they're both Ohio State coaches, then old buddy leaves and goes to Michigan, and their actual heat is what led to the Michigan thing. It's like I will be tuned in to Bears, Packers, not only because the coach is seemingly good, great teams as well, both sides. I'm not saying Ben Johnson, I'm saying LaFleur too, seemingly good. And also all the shit. This is a real rivalry. I love it, D-Bud.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. There's people that are saying they didn't like it.
Of course, there's going to be people that didn't like it, especially I actually part of both of it, both parts of it. The handshake, obviously you think, hey, you want a coach to be respectful, and regardless of what the game is, regardless of how you truly feel about each other, do that gimmick, how the gimmick is supposed to be done. Then the post game, when you know it's recorded and you know it's going out, hey, have the respect. And it was surprising to me only because of the history of the Bears and, from the ownership level, I know they're really specific. I think even with, a Hard Knocks, they were like, hey, very careful with the language. We don't want, this franchise represented in a certain way. But he's fired up. Like his first playoff win. And it seems like this is who he is, authentically. Like he's been himself. And when you hired him, you got to support the face of the franchise, the new CEO of your team, if that's who it's going to be. And then hearing on the flip side, I feel like Caleb is – he sounds like a 40-year-old man when he's talking. He always taking the high road and being classy, and then he'll take his shots, on his socials and stuff like that. But I love it. I love when it's some real heat between coaches, between players. It's football. I don't mind, people shaking hands and exchanging jersey or any of that either. But I also do like some of this throwback heat for sure.
Ben Johnson today in his press conference via Ari Mirov here. This is a rivalry. City of Chicago and Green Bay. It needs to be a rivalry.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might like him as a person. Who cares?
Love
The hell with him. I don't care at all. I love that. That's so good for our league. So good for our league.